And welcome to ArkansasYarnCast. I'm Lori.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jessica.
And we are coming to you today from Malvern, Arkansas. We are at Arkansas Yarn Company here in our store. And we want to just take a few minutes. Look at our awesome postcard, life-size postcard that Anna made us. It is saying thank you to the Arkansas Yarn Crawlers. And so if you came to the yarn crawl, we really appreciate that you came and visited us. We had a great time, didn't we?
We did.
It was a lot of fun.
It was.
What was your favorite part?
I think my favorite part was probably our Bright Axis picture that we took.
That was fun.
Seeing everyone that joined us and making that sweater
and that
was a lot
wasn't even
of fun.
everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, not everyone
Right.
got to come. What was your favorite part?
I really enjoyed getting to meet some of the people. And then there was a couple people that came in that said stuff like, "Oh yeah, I saw you working on that on the podcast," which was fun.
I like that part too.
Yeah.
My favorite part was when you hear people talking amongst themselves and they're like, "I saw you last yarn crawl and I haven't seen you in 2 years."
Yeah.
And I really liked that. And then we also had people sat and stitched in the store, and I loved that part because everybody was having such a great time and they were visiting and they were kind of shopping, and we were having online sales, so sometimes I had to go and ask, "Who has this? It just got sold." And so we had to pull it out of their basket, so that made me feel really, really bad. But I loved it.
That was a little bit of a learning curve for us because
That
we've
was.
never had people shopping online at the same time that we had people just sitting and knitting.
Right.
To where
At
such a rapid
Yeah.
pace.
Yes.
And so that was interesting for us because
was.
everything that we have on the floor is also everything that we have online.
Yes, our showroom is our warehouse, and but you know what? Everybody was good natured and it gave it up because it was already paid for, and they got that. But
there was a lot of happy interaction.
That's
Yeah.
the part that was my favorite because I loved that.
And we got to work on a ton of things while we were all sitting around enjoying each other's company.
We did.
So we made a lot of progress over the last 3 weeks.
I finished stuff, y'all. I finished some stuff.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about what we finished, or we want to talk about what's on our needles?
I think finished because I've got to get this thing off of me.
Oh, what thing? You want to be first?
Shall I go first? This is the temperance shawl that we started when?
April?
I think we started it
I think
in
it
April.
was in April.
It feels like a long time ago, but here's
Why don't you
part
take
of
it off?
and
Why don't
there's
we
part
just
of it.
Pull it this way and unravel it.
Look how pretty it is, y'all. It's so gorgeous.
Turned out
So
so good.
Jessa and I, so I bound off, completed binding off last night. I think it was. No,
Yeah.
it was
Yesterday.
Yeah.
During our twin show.
And then Jessa and I blocked it this morning,
Doesn't it look like a mermaid? I think it looks like a mermaid.
which, you guys, I did some deep stash diving on my fingernail collection. Thank you,
You did.
Jessa. So I have kind of a matching vibe. It's
Yes,
like mermaid
you do.
scales. So
You do. I love it. I
that is-
think seeing it with your nails makes me feel like it looks very mermaid-like.
It's that very kind of oceany blues
Yeah.
and greens
Mhm.
and kind of like a Caribbean kind of feel to it. So yeah, it is very oceanic.
I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I
It's
think it's
pretty.
absolutely gorgeous.
all the ones that I see finished are very pretty.
You know what I love about that is so many people did so many different combinations, and every single one is gorgeous.
They are.
Every
agree.
one. I have never seen one that I thought, oh, I don't know about those color
Yeah.
choices because
like the-
everyone's gorgeous.
It's like the Bright Access tees.
Same thing. They were all beautiful.
Yeah, there were some.
And
like
unique.
I said last time, there was, like one or two where I was thinking, oh, I don't know about their choices, and then they turned out so pretty.
It just goes to show us that we don't know all the things about the colors. I mean, the heart wants what the heart wants.
Mm-hmm. I had a friend back in Kansas that she had picked out a 2-color shawl, and I was just like, ooh, that's gonna look weird. And then she finished it, and I was like, oh my goodness, I really love that whole vibe.
Like, I'm so sorry I questioned your judgment.
I wonder if she remembers that, but...
Well, maybe she's watching, and you should message us if that was she.
I don't know if she watches. I'll have to let her know that she kind of mentioned...
That's funny.
Discreetly, not by name.
I think that's funny. Do you have anything else that's finished?
No.
How about you? Do you have something that's finished?
I have a couple of things that are finished. I did mention on the last podcast that I would probably have my sweater finished.
Oh, y'all, this sweater?
I do.
It's so
It's
pretty.
so gorgeous.
Now, I will
want
tell
one.
you that I had a bit of a panic with this after I finished it. Because I sewed it. I went home and I sewed it. I sewed the side seams together, the side seam and the sleeve seam.
But did you do this all in one piece? I mean,
Yes.
like you went
I
down
went
here
from
and
the
all the way
bottom all the way around. But I tried it on after I seamed it up, and it was falling off my shoulders.
It was. She
was-
sent me a picture, and it was exactly how I like it.
I mean, it was like
It
falling
was.
off my shoulders. So when I got to the store the next morning, which was the first day of the yarn crawl, I pulled up the pattern, and it says at the very end to do 2 rounds of single crochet around the neckline.
Good thing you're
To
by
finish it
Stitchable.
off. to finish it off. And so it no longer falls off my shoulders. That single crochet round really gives the neckline stability
And structure.
and structure.
Mhm.
So that helped a lot. But look at how pretty it is.
It's so pretty.
Y'all,
I love the colors that
I love-
the Noro has in this.
I do too.
It's a magenta purple, and I love the sleeves.
And it turned out so pretty. I love the jewel tone that it is. I love that the lace is like partial on the sleeves. And it fits really well. It's got a really nice drape to it. It's a silk cotton blend.
It is.
The
I think
Noro
it has
Sonata.
a little bit of viscose in it.
Yes.
And let me tell you this, I wear strapless dresses all the time, and I put this on, it feels decadent on your skin. And I really mean that. I really wish that this sweater was not Jessica's size and it were mine, because I love it. I love it. It's so gorgeous.
And the other thing that I really like about this sweater is the fact that it is a cotton silk blend. While it is a single ply, it holds its shape and it doesn't grow because it has that silk spun into it as
And
well.
the viscose also helps with that.
That's one of the things I don't typically use a single ply.
I don't either.
But I hadn't even really thought about
And you
that
know
with
what
this.
that's going to do is that's going to help it not be so pilly under the arm. When you
having the
when you
the
walk
silk in
and
it.
and you get that peeling right in your arm area.
Yeah.
Having that little bit of viscose, and I think it has a little bit of polyamide in it. I think it had viscose, cotton, silk, viscose, and polyamide were the content, and having those last two fiber contents helps with that peeling. I think is gonna. I think
think
it
it
is
will
such
as
a beautiful
well.
yarn.
it's gorgeous.
Thinking I'm going to take I'm going to use one of the
colors.
blues.
You have to do that royal blue. Anna.
There is some.
I noticed
like
that
all
you
their
had that
colors.
mermaid color pulled out though.
All of the
You look so good in the blue.
all of their color saturation.
I have an idea, y'all. What color should Anna do?
So I'm thinking of doing. I think the pattern was called Snug. Was that what?
Yes,
it was?
the
Yes.
Snug.
Okay, so Snug by
It's
Vera
so pretty.
Valimaki. Maki, which I've done multiple of her patterns, and I really like hers. So I'm thinking that it's the yarn I'm going to use for that sweater.
That'll be really pretty.
It'll be really pretty in that.
I think you're gonna love
So,
that, working with it.
yeah.
It's gorgeous.
If you guys want to look up Snug by Vera, and then maybe give me an idea of what shade of blue.
Yeah. So there's 22 different colors in that line. In Sonata and from Noro, there's 22 different colors. We have 21 of them because Melanie came in and bought every
out one of the
the
colors.
entire color. I think there were 10. She bought every one of them. She's making a blanket for her sofa,
couch.
and it is going to be gorgeous. And it is a soft, sagey, minty color. It was so gorgeous. It looks a lot like our Maddie Jade color. It was really pretty. That was one of the colors that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
I kind of was thinking about that. We have to order some more because we sold so much of it already. It's gorgeous. What you got?
That's so pretty.
So I finished another project
Yay.
last week.
She's just popping them out.
I'm trying.
That's what they're going to say about me.
So I finished my Harry Potter Hermione's Everyday Socks.
Yay, those look great, Jessa.
And I finished these during the crawl, and I came across a different toe when I was getting close to being done with these, and I decided to go ahead and give it a try. So I did a star toe decrease on these socks. And so basically it's kind of like decreasing for a hat, and you decrease down to 8 stitches, and then you run the yarn through all 8 stitches, like
So
2 or 3
no
times.
Kitchener.
So no Kitchener. It's a Kitchener-less toe.
How do you like that?
It fits really well. It's a very rounded toe. I mean, it's
I
just
actually like a rounded
extremely,
toe, personally.
it's extremely rounded. But I feel like these turned out really good. It's the texture is a little off for me. I thought that it was going to be a really nice texture for the self-striping colorway. But I really like, I kind of wish that I had done just a plain vanilla sock.
You should show it so that they can see it, so they see what it looks like at the very tip, because it's really a pretty toe. I tried it on because I wasn't sure what that would feel like, but look how pretty the toe is.
That makes me think of like the hat decrease.
It definitely, that's what she's saying.
It's basically,
I think
it's basically like a hat decrease, but it creates a very rounded toe.
That's nice.
So when I put this on because I was interested to see what that very tippy tip part felt like, you don't feel it in the sock.
Mm-mm.
You absolutely, look at these pretty blockers. You don't feel it in the sock when you're wearing it. I personally don't care for that yarn because it's a little toothier than what I personally prefer, but I like that toe.
So this yarn is, I want to say the colorway, it's a self-striping yarn. I want to say the colorway is called House Colors.
I think it was, Jess.
That's right.
I think the colorway is called House Colors, and it is the BFL base from Brenda and Heather Yarns, which they shortened that to BAH, so it's BA Yarns.
Oh,
I think I saw that because when you had gotten
Mm-hmm.
the last couple yarns from there.
Yes. So I'm really happy that I got these finished.
I
Yeah.
really,
So that's 2 projects that I was able to finish during the crawl,
yeah.
or
And
right
was
before
it-
the crawl, the last 3
and
weeks.
isn't that a Christmas present?
No. So
No?
neither of those are Christmas presents.
Those are for her.
Well, I just thought maybe those socks were a Christmas gift, so that was going to
The-
say that's one off the list.
Yeah, no, those are mine.
The
Okay.
Star Trek ones are,
Oh, okay.
Yes, the Star Trek socks are.
which I really like this individual's color ideas.
Yes.
How they match up so well with
The theme.
yeah.
Yes.
Like that one just, I mean, it's obviously, oh, are you not showing that one?
No, she still has to show her finished object.
Oh.
You're getting ready to skip her.
She's about to skip me, and y'all, I have had
Nothing.
So
She's done nothing.
This is a no judgment zone. We don't judge here. Well, if we do,
It's just
we
each
wait
other.
until
It's
you
silent.
we wait until they leave before we talk about it. But we don't judge y'all, but we judge each other.
Yeah.
But don't judge me on this. So I went to Norway 3 years ago. 3 years ago, before I opened the store, I went to Norway on a cruise through the fjords with my husband, and I cast this on the cruise ship. My birds of a feather.
So,
3 years it has been on the needles.
but here's the thing though. Since we opened the store 2 years ago, so just over 2 years ago.
Jessa, you don't have to tell that part.
But here's the thing. You were close to being finished when we opened. She has had 22 rows left on
Look
this
at
shawl for the last 2 years.
Isn't it beautiful? I mean, it's so pretty. Look at that. Y'all, this is Party in My Mailbox, and it's beautiful. And I want to cast another one on in my rose gold.
And then take another 3 years.
See if they can see the color.
The color, I think that this shawl looks so gorgeous when it is on tone because it just makes it so pretty. But y'all look, I'm so happy that I finished it, and I true to me, I added the feather and fan one last time at the very top because I wanted it to have that scallop effect all along the cast off edge, and I love it. I'm so glad I did it. I am so proud of having this done that now I want to do another one because it's lovely, 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 lovely.
Who designed that one?
Andrea Mowry.
Andrea Mowry.
Yeah, it's Birds of a Feather, and it is stunning, stunning, stunning. I love it. I'm very, very, very happy to have that done. And I got out some other stuff too because I was like, oh, done. I think I'll do something else. I didn't get anything else done, but I did work on my, can I show what I'm working on? So I'm working on a couple of things, but I decided I have a lot of this painted bricks by
Worked
Stephen
on.
West. I have a lot of it worked on. So I decided to get it back out because look how pretty it is. I mean, it's gorgeous. This is my roller derby in my Super Sparkle base, and then this one is Choose Joy, and this one is Be Kind, and I love it. I love this. So,
It is very eye-catching.
and I know, I mean, like, look how good it looks with my dress. I should be like, I gotta finish this because it's so pretty. So pretty.
So
also,
this is the one that it's this just repeatedly
over and over. So it's really not that complicated at all.
And then it's got a chevron brick
It
border.
does. And it's hardly any problem to do. I set it aside to work on some other things. I set it aside to work on the Bride Axis tee. And then I set it aside to work on my Malabrigo Temperance shawl, which I have been working on. Y'all, I'm very proud of my progress because look how big it is.
You're definitely past the ribbing section and you're now in the lace section.
But look how beautiful my colors are. So this is Malabrigo's fuchsia. This is their black. And then this section right here, this is Baco.
Yeah, the speckle.
And I love it. And I love my combination. And I am so happy that I chose these colors because look how striking it is.
Well, and it will definitely go with your wardrobe.
Oh, yeah, it will. It so will.
So there's
Yay.
absolutely no surprise that you chose those colors.
I know, right? Because, like, look. It's so pretty. I can't wait to wear it. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be so
Kind of
pretty.
like there was absolutely no surprise of the colors that Anna chose.
I know. It's
It's a complete
You know,
surprise.
we know our lane. We know our lane and we stick in it. We stay in the lane.
We do like to stay in our lane.
We do. I mean, don't y'all? Y'all do too, don't you? Defend me here. Which I want to say this. We had a lot of people comment that it's caramel.
You got
And
it.
and
You
Maggie says, and Maggie goes, it's caramel, M-U-L, which is exactly how I say it, caramel, because I'm a Texan. That's how we say it. But very few people said caramel,
But the people that did,
which there were maybe two, and you were one of them. So thanks, y'all, for defending me. I appreciate it. The consensus is it's caramel. Hey, you know what? Also, Lindsay's coming to the store on Saturday, and guess what she's bringing me? She's bringing me that coffee that has butterscotch in it.
Well, that's
Ah,
exciting.
I know!
So she will be bringing it
For
the,
me.
the day that this video goes up.
Exactly.
So you might want to let her know that I'm not going to be here.
Oh, you're
That
not.
way she doesn't bring another one.
She didn't offer to bring you one. She just
Okay.
offered. She just offered to bring me one.
wait, where are you going?
I have a Market at the Willows this weekend.
Oh, Jessa,
What?
we're gonna be sad without you.
It'll be okay. You will have Maddie and Kristen here because it's SOC class day.
Yeah, it's hot in here, so I'm turning the air conditioner back on.
That is so handy.
It is handy.
Technology.
Look
you
at that! I just turned it on,
guys.
and there
Oh.
it is, instant. Yes, I'm in
So-
a relationship with air conditioning. How about y'all?
Now
So
that
much.
you finished your temperance, what are you working on?
Oh.
To our resident monogamous knitter.
I don't know what she's.
So I picked something back up, and I don't remember if I reported on myself whenever, but
Did
this
you tattle on
part-
yourself?
Right. This particular project, I did not know where I put it.
You lost it?
Yes,
How do you lose it?
by putting it somewhere and forgetting.
This is where
Yeah.
we judge.
But you just cleaned out your house and you still couldn't find it?
Well, so I had been putting things like kind of where they belong. How weird. But I ended up finding it. So
Where was it?
It was hanging on the back of a door with a bunch of other
It
knitting
was
bags.
safe. It was safe.
I
We're not judging.
well.
No.
It does sound a little judgy over here, but not. No.
So this is the sweater that I was working on a while back ago. The Cassis, do you think that's how it's spelled?
think
By Baby Cocktails.
I think that's gonna be
And-
cute. I love the collar.
Yeah, so I haven't made any further progress. I just
Well, it's been lost and now
yeah.
it's found.
Well, and
So-
you did just finish
Yeah.
the temperance
I mean
yesterday.
Yes.
literally just
And you finished the
So-
bright axes. So
yeah.
you've been doing some other things.
So this is whatever I'm finding in my stash that will go together with two yarns held together.
Are you saving some of it for your sleeves?
Yes. So which is where I'm at currently.
Oh, okay.
So I need to divide this.
Why don't you? Yeah. Are you gonna do them two at a time?
And I think what I'm going to do is buy these before I leave tonight. And they're 12-inch needles. Do we have another fly?
Oh, she got it! always have one of those in here. It's a teeny little gnat.
Yeah. Which
is gone.
Yeah.
Annihilated.
Sure is.
Yes.
Like I think it disintegrated there.
Yeah.
But
Splattered.
sorry guys. Sorry little dude.
She's not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. So this will be this is one that I had caked.
And that's Malabrigo cyan, right?
Actually it's Madeline Tosh.
Really?
Yeah. Because this was one I had gotten all Madeline Tosh to do a Vera sweater, and I put it in a bag, and it was
Lost it?
No, this was so frustrating, you guys. It was a 2-color sweater,
Yes.
so I had it was actually I think it was these two colors, and the gray had like bled onto the blue
What?
while it was in the knitting bag, and it hadn't sat like by itself for very long because I really wanted that sweater, which I
Oh.
can't remember the name of the sweater, but it was coming along beautifully, and then it was not beautiful
Oh, no.
with the transfer of color.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed that I then
Yes.
shoved all of that yarn to the back of a closet, and then I finally unwound, which that's why this one
So
looks,
that's why it's crinkly.
yeah, that's why that's a little janky looking.
But this is the offender.
Yes.
So you're putting, okay.
Well, she's marling.
But,
with it, so
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter if
So-
it transfers.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like I've already used the blue that was assaulted by the gray.
She's so dramatic.
So
That's
it's
so
already
pretty.
in there.
I think
and
it's
then,
gorgeous.
So are we on to acquisitions? Because I feel like I'm about to go into that.
Well, we can be.
We can be.
I mean,
Okay,
like, we're
so
good with that.
That sweater is now in this, which it was the temperance that had been in there, but this is one of Knick-Knack Knits.
Okay.
And I had seen this on her website. I think it was just before she was getting ready to come down, and I was like, oh my goodness, I hope that's coming. And it did. So I got it immediately before the doors opened.
Before anybody, the day before the yarn crawl
Yeah.
started,
I was
when
like,
Nikki
this is
was
mine.
setting up.
Nobody
Yeah.
touch it. So that is
I feel like you were digging in the bin to get it.
like, let me at it. It is
I like
mine.
that. I like that fabric.
Oh yeah,
This
and
fabric,
then,
I love
so
that fabric.
This I got as like a little notions holding pouch. Also knick-knack knits.
We gave some of those in our advent calendar. I didn't get to keep one, but I love that size.
It is a really nice.
I love that you
Little-
can see.
I know. I think that if y'all don't have a clear bag, get a clear bag. They're handy. I
Well,
think it's.
Getting
I
them
like it a
for-
lot.
And
Yeah.
it's nice to be able to see what project you have in your clear bag, because if you've set stuff in timeout for a while and you're going through your whips and you're like, what
Where am I at?
project
Yeah.
did I have that bag in?
It's time
Yeah.
saving.
And
It
you can
is.
totally go through and you're like, oh, I might work on that. Not today, Satan. I
Mhm.
love this. I'm going to do this. I mean, you could totally do that, but there's
So-
some that you don't want to do, and it's nice to be able to see.
Which we have a few of these in store.
We do
Oh,
have a
I did
few
buy some.
of the,
Yeah.
we did get some bags from Nikki before she left.
We did.
And
So
we
excited.
we definitely got some of her clear
We
bags.
did. Because
Um,
everyone loved them.
Yes, the clear bags were such a hit.
I think they sold far and wide more than any other bag.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
Well, and she has such a really good price point on them. Really,
Well,
really
and
kind.
she's got beautiful fabrics.
Yes.
Well, she's
I
good
mean,
at
And
cutting.
she does a really good job of cutting the fabric and
Coordinating.
placing it
Mhm.
in a spot to where you see the pattern.
And then I really loved the zipper
The
pull.
coordinating zipper pulls are really
I know.
nice.
Well, and she coordinates all the fabric good because I love, like,
Yeah.
I love this turquoise with this black fabric. It shows it just looks so good together.
And then the zipper
Everything.
with the fabric and
Yes.
Yeah, the zipper matches, and then there's a coordinating zipper pull. I mean, she does a good job.
Yeah.
The prices are great.
we love them, Nikki.
Love them, Nikki.
Love them.
Yeah. But you have something on the needles right now.
So I do have some whips that I've made progress on. Right now I am working on some Christmas socks. It's a Christmas gift. And over the crawl, I was able to get both socks of this pair past the heel flap and gusset. And so that was really great. I am happy to have that because then it's just straight knitting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have them in a new bag from Nikki. And this,
Socks, they're just so precious.
They
Sock
are.
monsters.
well, they're Pokemon. And so each Pokemon is poking out of a sock that matches its character, which is super cute. And I love the orange. With that, and the little drawstring is really nice. And then it's got the little clear pouch so I can see what socks are in here.
So I never got into the whole Pokemon thing, but I did think about downloading that game that everyone was
Animal Crossing?
No, the Pokemon where you had to go find the
Oh, geocaching.
Oh, Pokemon Go
Yeah,
on your
Oh.
phone.
Mhm.
Yes.
I thought about doing that.
Yeah, that was fun for a
Kind
little
of
while.
a combination of like geocaching and
Mhm.
Not really.
not really.
No.
You showed up somewhere and something popped up, right?
Well, you could sit somewhere and open it up and some things would pop up around you. The only time you had to go somewhere is if you wanted to go to like a Pokestop or a gym, and there were like certain landmarks that were those places.
And then you just had to make sure you didn't like walk out in front of people.
Yes, or vehicles.
Yeah. So
There's
I
that.
really want to do geocaching too, though. I've done a couple of those.
That might be fun.
Yeah, we need to look into that.
And then on my other Star Trek patterned socks, I got those past the heel flap and gusset. And I actually am testing a new heel flap and gusset for Maddie, which is her reinforced heel flap and gusset. So it is the slip stitch that you normally do in your heel flap, and it continues through the heel turn and through the gusset decreases. So this gives you a reinforced heel all the way through. So for people who are concerned about wearing through their heels quickly, this is supposed to help make them last longer because it's a little more reinforced.
Interesting.
So the person I am making these socks for is concerned about wearing through her heels quickly. So I asked Maddie if I could test this out for her and see how this person likes it.
Yeah.
So this pattern is the heel toe do-si-do
I love that pattern.
on the front. It just goes on the front. It's a really easy two-row pattern repeat.
They look so good in that striping
They
pattern.
do. It's turning
It's
out
good.
really nice. And I'm really excited to get these finished. But like I said, I also got these past the heel flap and gusset. So now, again, I'm just straight knitting on these, which is nice. I have made quite a bit of progress on another project this last couple of weeks that I unfortunately cannot show you because it is Lucas's Christmas present.
So no one's even going to get to see it here until Christmas.
After Christmas.
Does that count as the ratio? I heard about a ratio or something.
So I have made progress on that sweater.
That's not discussing it.
No. So I have made progress on that sweater. I got the sleeves finished. It is a bottom up sweater.
Ugh.
Raglan.
We don't like
Yes,
that.
it is a bottom up
We don't like that.
raglan decreased sweater. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I am making Lucas a sweater for Christmas, and Lucas actually edits this video for us, our podcast for us. The only reason I'm mentioning it is because he has already guessed what he is receiving for Christmas, but he does not want
We
to
don't like that part
see it.
either.
No, we don't like that he
We're
has
unhappy
guessed.
about that.
But just a quick recap on that. Lucas was going to purchase a sweater for his birthday, which was in May. And he asked me back in February,
After I dyed all the yarn.
after we had dyed all the yarn, after I was already planning on making this sweater for him, he, and I had already started it, Lucas asked me if he was getting a sweater for Christmas. And I said, no, why would you be getting a sweater for Christmas? And he said, okay, well then I think I'm going to buy myself this sweater for my birthday in May. And I said, what sweater? And he said, you know what sweater? And I said, what sweater? And so he told me which sweater it is, and I am making the Knitter's Dude. It's available on Ravelry, that way you guys can go look it up and see what it looks like. But I am making that sweater for Lucas for Christmas because he is a big fan of the movie, The Big Lebowski. So I am making that sweater for Lucas for Christmas.
It's looking good.
It's looking fantastic.
We can't show you because he can't see it.
He doesn't want to see it.
Well, we don't want to show him.
I don't know. I'm feeling ornery and be like, well, here it is.
Yeah. So it starts with the sleeves, and it's a color work sweater. It's knit completely in the round, and so it is going to be my first steeked project. So I'm very nervous about that.
We're going to be fine.
It's going to be fine, but I'm nervous about it because I'm always nervous about cutting my knitting. But I finished the sleeves during the yarn crawl. And over the last week, I have made extensive progress on the body.
I was actually surprised by how much.
So,
Not that I don't think you're a fast knitter, because everyone knows that you are.
But it was
It's
just like,
just
bam.
surprising how much progress there was.
yes, so I have been working on that a lot recently, just to try and get it caught up, because I am going to be participating in the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along in October. And I would like to focus solely on that shawl that month, which the last 2 years I have had other things come up and I've had to finish the shawl late. So this year I would like to finish it by the end of October. Therefore, I need to really focus on Lucas's sweater and get that caught up. And then in addition to that, I also am wanting to get caught up on 2 other shawls that I am currently working on. One being the temperance shawl. I have not picked that up, and so I don't have it with me to show progress because I don't have any progress made on that. But I have made progress on the other shawl, the Ilex shawl. This is that bright neon yellow and orange shawl, which it's really hard to see in the camera because the light just wants to glare right off of it because it's so bright neon yellow. But I have gotten past the center panel and I have picked up around the edge, and now I am fading into the second color of 3. So I will take a picture of this for Lucas to post on the video because
That's the only way.
it's the only way to actually see all the eyelets and stuff because it glares it glares the light too much. So that's all the whips that I currently have. I am down to a shawl and 2 pairs of socks and a sweater.
That's
so
awesome.
You talking about steeking made me think of one time I accidentally steeked. Okay, so it wasn't, I guess.
You accidentally steeked.
it was, I was working on sewing myself a skirt, and
Yeah.
this sweater that I really loved was underneath the material.
Oh no.
And yeah, I almost took an arm of the sweater entirely off. And so it was a wool sweater, and the only thing I could find that was remotely close to the same color was red heart, like the old acrylic.
Yeah.
Like not, because they, you know, they're not as horrible as they, but it was a solid.
But it's just that it was 2 different fibers.
It was, yeah, it was 2 different fibers. It was 2 different thicknesses. It was 2 different colors.
It was
really.
a tragedy.
It was, I was heartbroken.
I imagine.
It was beautiful. It
Can
was
you
a
imagine?
beautiful
I
sweater.
cannot, y'all.
And it was, so the funny thing is though, it was just something I had picked up at Jess's favorite store.
Oh, TJ Maxx.
Yes.
Not my favorite store.
She loves TJ Maxx.
I have always loved, so that was, oh my goodness, it was almost 20 years ago. How is that possible?
So, it's okay. I mean, you clearly have moved on.
Yeah, I moved on. I'm over it.
So, with us talking about the yarn crawl having just happened, I do have some acquisitions from the yarn crawl in addition
Yeah.
to the one project bag that I just
Before
showed.
we start that though, can I say, do we have anything that's getting ready to be on the needles?
I mean, kind of.
I do.
Oh.
I am doing this baby sleep sack in my Sage Advice. In my Sage Advice. Look how gorgeous this color is. When I went to that wedding in Virginia, every single person had this sage green on. So I'm doing this little pattern, and this is by Angie Hartley, and her patterns are available at number 4 song at Etsy. So for a song at Etsy, and then she's also on Ravelry, Angie Hartley. So I'm making this little baby sleep sack. And I'm doing it, I'm not striping it like this. I'm actually doing a solid
Just a
in this.
solid.
Mhm.
Well,
So-
that's fun.
That's cute.
I'm hoping that goes fast. And then I think that we might have some acrylic buttons.
Yeah.
We made some resin buttons, or maybe we can make our own.
Yeah.
And I'll make some, either me or the girls will make some buttons to go on it. And so literally everything is by me, because this is Arkansas Yarn Company.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait to do this. In fact, I said to Jessica, I think I'm going to cast on a mama vertebrae, and I think I want to fade it. And I'm like, can you help me figure out what size I need, because I don't like to gauge. And she's like, sure, I can do that, but don't you have something else that you need to be knitting? And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, I don't know, a baby bunting
So
that you have to
has-
give next month, which is in 2 weeks. I gotta go in 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
I have to get this knocked out super quick.
Let's see, what size needle? Oh, 8.
An 8,
Eight
and it's
on
worsted.
worsted.
Yes.
So that's good.
And
I
it's
don't
only
feel like it's gonna take that long.
and it's only 20 inches long.
I mean,
so
how
it's
cute
not
is it?
it's
How,
not gonna be
like-
very
How badly do I want to make one of these for my dog?
I know, right? Just put some leg holes in that.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be so good. I mean, like, I love this color.
I don't
mean,
have
not like
children.
I love pink, love this color, but I like this color a lot. It's
a
pretty.
pretty color.
So I'm looking forward to it. It's called Sage Advice. So yeah, I'm casting that on when we're done.
Good.
I'm gonna cast that on. But we all have some acquisitions, and Anna has a new segment that she wants to introduce to everyone,
Oh, yeah.
and we want y'all to play along with us.
Mm-hmm. So which are we gonna do first?
Let's do our acquisitions.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
So-
want to go first?
Well, since Anna already did hers.
Yeah, I jumped ahead. I like to lead the
Yeah, the view is better when you're a leader. I prefer leading myself.
So the girls over at We Share Needles, so Maddie and Kristen, they have been planning their summer sorrel sweaters for a couple of months now. And during the crawl, or right before the crawl, they both cast on their summer sorrel sweaters.
I know. Kristen's looks so good.
And while they were picking out colors, I was kind of going through the colors that we had here on the shelves, and I was trying to pick out my colors
Just
as well.
ahead, FOMO.
Well, I think
You did.
I have been wanting to make the sorrel
I
sweater,
know.
the sorrel sweater, ever since it came out.
It's so pretty.
And then when they came out with the summer sorrel, that one, it's just a much lighter, drapier
well, and we're
sweater.
hot. It's hot.
It is.
And that is a much more wearable sweater in our climate.
It is. So during the yarn crawl, we had Tara Mitchell from Mitchell's Creations here
My
with the
sweet
trunk
good
show.
friend.
She was here with the trunk show, and I was looking at her fingering weight yarn, and she had 3 colors right next to each other that were perfect as a fade for the summer sorrel sweater.
It was like an instant fade right on the shelf.
And it's my perfect colors. Like, I love this. Now, it's not bright lime green like I like to go towards, but it does lean a little more towards darker greens and blues and stuff, the moodier colors that I lean towards. But this is gonna be my fade.
I want y'all to look at the magenta in the bottom too. And she just finished another magenta, so I'd like to say that the apple really does not fall all that far from the tree. It just professed a lot.
Yes, but I go for more jewel tones,
She
where
does.
you go for more girly, bright
Yeah.
pops of pink.
I am.
So these 3
It's
colors,
so pretty. It's so pretty.
they
Oh,
are.
it's too small.
This one is Into the Woods, and it is a gray with bright green and teal speckles in it.
That's so pretty.
It is. And then this one is A Better Place. It is a darker, more of a purple and teal with some darker greens in it. And then the last 2 skeins are called Magazine. And I got 2 just in case I want to make it longer, but I should be able to make the written pattern with just the 3 skeins.
It's so pretty. I actually wanted one of these skeins. So if she doesn't use it, I'd like to use it in something, because I mean, how can you not love this? It's so beyond gorgeous.
I didn't bring the ones that I got for myself.
Oh, well, we'll just catch
We'll
up.
talk about it next
Yeah.
time.
We'll catch up.
And so then I also got this large, I think Nikki calls this a window bag, a window drawstring clear bag. I got this in the large size because apparently I never can have too many large bags with the large projects that I like to do. But I have decided this is the color palette I want my kitchen to be, is this avocado and orange and cream color.
Yeah, not the brown.
So in my future home, this is the color palette I want my kitchen to be in.
I like this.
I like the ribbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ribbon is nice, and I just love a good drawstring bag.
I love that it's a ruler.
Do you
Yes.
think that, did you measure to see if it's like true to?
I did not. I did not.
It's so cute.
And then this is her large utility tote bag. I think she calls it her large utility bag. but it matches the bag that I have Lucas's sweater in, which is the extra large Junie bag. But this bag has so much space in it because it's got this drawstring that folds down into the bag, and so it holds a lot of
It holds
stuff.
so much stuff.
This is a 32-ounce water bottle, so I mean it's
big.
It's big. So I'm super excited about
So
this.
now you have 2 matching bags.
Yes, I have matching bags, and that's really nice. And then I have recently decided,
She could not help herself with this one.
Well,
not at all.
yes, but I did buy this bag for a purpose. I have recently decided that all of my scraps are going to be, all of my scrap pieces of yarn are going to be turned into a beekeeper's quilt. And don't test me on the designer's name for that one because I don't remember. But if you search the beekeeper's quilt on Ravelry, it comes up. I am going to knit it in hexie flats rather than hexie puffs. So you're supposed to knit the little hexagon pieces in the round and then stuff them with polyfill.
Right.
But I have decided I'm not going to stuff them, so they're going to be
Actually
flat.
prefer it flat.
Well, and
Just
we live.
it's just a little flatter on the bed.
It is, but we
Yeah.
also live in Arkansas, and so it
Yes.
gets hot. So having all of that wool on top of you,
Yeah.
having it stuffed is going to be even warmer.
I think so too.
So I needed a bag that was going to be large enough to hold all of my hexie flats before I sew them together. So I bought the extra large utility bag.
The
and
lemurs.
The
They're so
lemurs
cute.
are so freaking cute.
It's so adorable.
They're so pretty.
Look at that.
It's such a pretty bag.
And
But,
its little black and white tail, it just sets it off. It's
Yes.
just so adorable.
but I needed, I decided to purchase this bag because I needed a bag that was going to be large enough to hold all of my hexie flats.
I love it.
But it is a very large bag.
It's a giant tote
It
bag.
expands quite a bit.
does.
Make it flat.
And it's a fairly heavy fabric, right?
It is
Oh,
a nice
it's
canvas.
It's a nice canvas, and it stands up on its own, so it doesn't fall down.
I love it.
Unless I don't balance it correctly on my hand.
I
But
love it.
it's gonna be really nice because I can set it on the floor and I can have it open, and as I finish a hexie flat, I can just kind of throw it in.
I also really
throw it.
like that the straps are long, so it's more comfortable to carry
Well,
on
and it's
your
easy
shoulder.
to put your arm
what I-
through.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes tote bags, the handle is too little
Yes, so
or short.
this is this bag has a purpose, but I really love this bag. I love the fabric that's on it.
Look at all the pink.
And then look at all the blue on the inside.
And
Look at all the
green
pink.
and the yellow and the black and the white.
It looks excellent with this yarn. Look,
It does.
It looks so good with the
it's a
yarn.
match.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that is almost all of my
Oh,
acquisitions.
and here's what happened. So we're in the middle of the yarn crawl, and it's kind of midday, like 3:30 or 4-ish, and the door opens, and there is my friend Christy. She lives in Illinois, and I just immediately started crying.
Well, she screamed first.
Yeah.
Well-
Weren't you like in the middle of talking or something?
You
I
are.
was.
And
I
then
didn't
you
even know.
shrieked.
I did. Because out of the corner of my eye, the door opens and I glance over, and there is Christy. And I just was like, ah! And then I hugged her and I just started crying.
And then Jessa and I got to be like, yeah, we knew.
They did say that.
Well, and my mom, I was trying to help somebody fix their project, and my mom's like, "Look, Jess Christie's here," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Because Christy had been talking to them, and I didn't know anything about it. I knew nothing about it. It was happy. That made my day and the yarn crawl for me. Just I love Christy, and that was so sweet. And she brought us presents.
She did. So she brought each of us a little gnome progress keeper.
And so appropriately chosen.
Yes.
They are. No. Anna.
So
Here.
this one is mine. They're all from Simply Serving.
They are.
Um,
Here's mine.
Which I then got on that website and found that it's really fun.
It's a rabbit hole of goodness.
It is.
and so this one's got like some mixed berries on
Mine,
it.
mine is mixed berries gnome. You know we love gnomes.
And
And this is
then-
why Anna thinks hers is so more appropriate for her. It has angel wings.
Well, it has pixie wings.
Isn't it so cute?
Or dragonfly wings, because it's got a little dragonfly on its hat.
Yeah, Anna, those aren't even your dragonfly wings. Those are the dragonfly's wings that are hanging off the hat.
But aren't they so cute?
Yes.
And it's like my color, and that's your color.
She totally did so
Yeah.
good. We love
So
them so
sweet.
much. Thank you so much, Christy. She also brought us some other things.
She also brought us some floops. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with these, but this lady in Vermont makes these floops, which are cable needle stitch holder, stitch marker, and drop stitch fixers all in one. And so they're flexible and they kind of hold their shape wherever you put them. And so you can use them as a multi-purpose tool, but she brought each of us a set of these.
When I opened that up, I was like, oh my goodness.
That's so sweet.
I'm going to knit with these? And then I was like, oh, they're notions.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was exciting. I had never seen them before.
Yeah, I love them. I've seen them before, but I haven't seen them in person. So
I was gonna say,
I was
I don't
really
get out much.
excited to see them in person. I don't either because you know what, y'all? I have 0 acquisitions. I didn't keep any yarn from Tara. I didn't. I have, except for this stuff that my friend Greg brought me.
Yeah.
I have nothing. I didn't
keep.
keep a bag for myself.
Oh.
I didn't.
I had acquisitions that I didn't bring.
That's okay. We'll catch you up.
Yeah.
Next one. But you want to tell everybody about your new segment?
Oh. So.
Or
She's-
the new thing you want us to
This is the
as
new thing.
interaction.
So.
Yeah.
Is this something we have time for?
I think so.
Do we
Yeah,
just
we've
make
got-
time?
We've
We'll
got
just
we've
make
got
time.
a little bit of time left.
Okay. So it is. What's in your birdling?
What's in your birdling bag?
So what's the premise of this?
It's, okay, have you ever seen those things where it's, okay, women, what all do you have in your purse? And so then you just dump everything out, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, well, what all do we have in our birdlings? Specifically, well, I mean, if you got a different birdling, then,
And
whatever.
if you didn't get one, so
Yeah.
you can play with us.
But so
But-
this is the backpacker birdling, and I was just like, we're always getting asked, well, what do
How
you?
do we use it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you guys, it has everything in there.
It literally does.
So, who wants to go first?
Well, you because
Okay.
it's your thing.
So, I have a mask.
She's gonna throw it all on the floor.
I am, and then I have to pick it up. I have pen and pencil, which Sharpie has the pen, which is the new pen design. I have my medication, which I'll just leave in there. I have a set of needles. I have some fingernails.
I mean, because you got that color. I wanted this color.
Too bad. I have my Acreworks Notion
All
oldie
in
thing.
one
Yeah.
thing.
I have I have this, which has like my stick type makeup. So like long things.
Oh, like pencils?
Like the eyebrow pencil or lipstick or eye goopy stuff. And then keys. chapstick. Oh, more chapstick. Hey, did you ever find where I hid yours?
No.
She doesn't remember where you cheated yours.
Fingernail clippers. My passports.
Are you leaving the country sometime soon?
Well, you never know. I mean, I got a call that said the IRS is after me. You know.
Oh.
I get only spam calls unless Jessa wants to call me
call
in the
you?
morning.
I call you at least once a day.
At least.
To wake me up.
It matches your nails.
It does. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm just so into the, so the holographic little notions pouch.
love
Some
those.
stickers.
A pineapple.
I kind of collect pineapples.
She kind of has a pineapple obsession.
That thing that you made me put with me instead of just in my car.
Yes.
The
I mean, because she goes hiking in the woods all by herself.
mints. Okay, now here's things that I had already taken out, but my makeup bag, which, I mean, it's smaller than some, but I had chips in there early. I really hope that some of those are still whole. Another tin and pouch.
Do you think you have a tin obsession?
Maybe.
And then your bag.
And then my bag, my
It
wallet
holds
is
a
in
lot
there.
of stuff.
The sweater. And I swear I had some more in there. Oh, and then this was in there as well.
All of that stuff?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable, Anna.
And I still had room in my side pockets. So there was my chaos of a birdling.
So, I have 2 birdlings. Is that okay?
Yes.
I mean, I love them so much.
Well, you
But-
might want to go through it quickly then.
Okay, on the yarn crawl, Anna gave me this little pink heart that has yarn and has a crown on it with knitting needles. And then I'm addicted to these little split rings. I use these as progress keepers. And of
Stitch
course,
markers.
I mean, yes, stitch markers. I have BC powder because I get headaches a lot. I have fingernail file. My favorite size 1 needles.
Those are such a tiny cord.
I don't know why I have another fingernail file, but girl, there's emergencies. And then, there's I just went on a trip, and then I had this little container of these pink earplugs
Of
because let's just leave it there.
Who doesn't
And-
need pink earplugs?
I know, right? And then I have some. I took some of these. Look, we make these here in the store.
Wasn't
We
she
make
just
these-
complaining that we didn't have enough to give away?
And then I have my little chibis.
Oh, that's something I need
All
to
of this stuff is in
It's
this
just
front
in the
zipper
front.
pocket. And then let me see if I have anything on these side pockets. I have a peppermint. You never know. And then on the inside, I have this little bag that is my skinny can cozies. And this little bag has little fingerless gloves in it. Ah, that. I forgot about that. This is my manicure set with all of my Color Street stuff in
Oh,
it.
look, there's like
And
4
there's no
more.
fingernail files. Yes. I feel judged. Pencils, because you don't have it. I never have enough. A set of jumbo because I was doing some Loopy Mango
Oh, right.
knitting.
That pink tank top.
Yes, and I have the label for that in here. Also, I have my
Oh, the
I love
holographic
the
on your
holographic.
purse.
I love that, and I put it on my zipper pull.
That's a good idea.
And I have some more needles in here.
There's always an abundance of needles.
There is. So that's all of what I have in this one. And then, so my friend was here for the yarn crawl, and I had been lamenting because I really wanted the coral, the Dusty Rose bag, and we called it coral. I really wanted that, and I procrastinated too long, and then it sold out, and then they just continued to color. And I was like, and every day when Lauren comes over, she has it. And I'm like, I really wish I had that bag. I love that bag so much. Well, my friend Dory's like, I really wish I had gotten that black bag. And I'm like, do you want to trade? And she said she did. She unloaded this bag right on into that black bag. So we swapped. So I have a Gelby she makes these little progress keepers, and they're stitch stoppers, so you put it on your needle and it keeps your stuff from falling off. And she hand stitches all these little lambs on these little felted balls, and she made us 200 of them.
Little French knots. They're so
And then
cute.
I have my earbuds
In a pink case.
in a pink case, because everything I have is pink.
Everything
And
has
then-
to be pink.
It does. I love pink. And this is the best stuff in the whole wide world, and it smells so heavenly. Smell that.
It does
It's
smell
called
really good.
Arkansas Wildflowers, and it's made for us, just for us, by Tuft Woolens. And it has my pink on it. They made it. She made it in my color. It's so, and it says Arkansas Yarn Co. Wildflowers. I'm on the label. So of course I have that. And let me see.
And then normally she has her
usually have-
water bottle thing.
I do usually put my 20-ounce Yeti in here. I have a sonic ice machine, and I fill that up with ice every day. And then I have a cable, and I normally have in this side pocket a battery pack. Is that what it's called? A battery
Yes.
pack. And in here I have my Louis Vuitton makeup bag. I have the other colors for my temperance shawl.
Oh, I was like,
Because-
what are those?
Yeah, those, and, oh, y'all, I have dried ginger in here. I am addicted to candied ginger. I love this stuff so much. I'm a lot of stomach problems, so that helps me out a lot. And last but not least, I have my glasses, because it is hard knitting with black yarn without glasses.
Oh, did you see
So-
where I put your glasses earlier?
I did.
Yes. Okay.
And then all of this knitting stuff was in this bag, and it's so full, but look, can't get this color anymore. But that's what's in mine. How about you, sis?
Okay, so I had in my bag, which I have emptied for the purpose of the ease of showing
off.
all
Yes.
my stuff. I had this project bag in there, which has my bright yellow Stephen West eyelet shawl in it. I had this project bag with my socks in it. I had this project bag with my socks in
I
it.
am amazed at how much fits in it. I really am.
And then now to empty out what is left in
It's
it,
like Mary Poppins.
It is like Mary Poppins.
I have my holographic rainbow notions pouch
This is so fun.
in it.
I know.
I have 2 pins on the front of mine. One Anna gave me during the yarn crawl, and then the other one I acquired in Branson. And I've got a yarn cozy in there that was gifted to me. I've got my Anchorworks Knitter's
I don't
Toolkit.
have one of those. I think I need one.
Yeah, you do.
I have my full Knitter's Pride Mindful Needle Set.
That's so
Are those
pretty.
the 4-inch tips?
Yes, the 4-inch tips. I've got a set of size 1 40-inch circular needles. These are Hayahayas. It's an old version of the Hayahayas. And I've recently been told that I need to try the new version of the Hayahayas.
I like my chow goose.
I like my chow goose too.
I have naproxen sodium, so
She has
aspirin,
Aleve.
Aleve,
Yep.
and Advil, and some other
Apparently
medication
we're a pain in the
here.
headache.
Like, I'm surprised I don't have a bottle in mine.
And I've got this hair bow, which is a little dirty.
That
I
really
like
goes
that.
so
It's so
great with my
girly.
little palm.
And then I have my iPad in the padded pocket, along with my sock ruler
It's
for my
seriously-
socks.
It's seriously like Mary Poppins.
And so that's everything in the main pocket here.
There's a broom in there somewhere.
Yeah, I wish. And then in my side pocket, I have a honey stick that I just got this weekend.
I was just thinking about honey sticks.
I've got some eyeshadow primer in there.
Oh.
I've got 2 little caramel
Hey, I love
vanilla
those. Can I
juice.
have one of those?
Yeah, I don't like the center on those.
I love
love
these
this-
for the center.
The center's the
That's
best
so funny.
part. Don't y'all love these caramels?
I have a set of dice in my side pocket, and I've got my little charger cable in this
Have to
side
have the
pocket.
essentials.
And then in this side pocket, I have my earbuds. I have a little extender cord, a little hair scrunchie. I have a business card, and a face mask, because you never know anymore what places are going to require these, so.
Oh, is that the one that I learned through chaos? No, it's not
No.
that one. Okay.
No, this is for the new Seattle Kraken hockey team. Lucas bought us some face masks for them. And then in my front pocket,
There's a lot in your bag.
Yeah, I always have a lot in my bag. I've got stitch markers galore.
These little cupcakes. These little coffee mugs from Starbucks.
Mug shots. This is my coffee punch card.
Yes.
Some more little stitch markers. Let's see. I've got some cash and some change. Nail file, which this is a nano glass nail file.
Those are
I
really
love
nice.
I love these things.
They're the best.
And then I have a Sharpie pen, one of the new ones, and I've got my Apple Pencil for my iPad. And then I've got my little Color Street Nailfie disc, so I can take pictures with this.
Yeah.
And it's also like a car coaster, right?
Yeah, it's that same shape for the little car coaster inserts, but my sponsor made this for me.
Show them your
and-
nails. They're so, look how pretty they are.
So I redid my nails this morning. This set is called Heat Wave, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's got a green.
It's a coral with
It's
like
got
a
a-
green shimmer
It's a
to
coral with like a green color shift shimmer to it. It's really pretty. It's hard to catch on camera.
it. It's so pretty.
But that is everything in my bag.
So, if y'all have a birdling bag, show us what's in yours. Take a picture of your birdling bag and all the things around it so
Yes.
we can see, because I think this is an interesting idea. I love it because I truly am interested to know what are you doing with it.
I mean, it gets so comical how much stuff can be put in these things.
It's unbelievable how much stuff can be put in there. We love these bags so much. I have 2. I love it so much.
I have 2, but not in the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have 3 because I have the day tripper, which is the big beach bag. I'm getting ready to go to the beach, so I got that one in gray. And then I have the coral and the black. I love them so much. I love them so much. But I think also we have to, so show us pictures of what you have in your birdling bag if you own a birdling bag. If you don't, it's okay. There's no pressure. We just thought it would be fun to see what you have.
If you have, because before we had the birdling bags, we had
basket.
our baskets.
Yeah.
That we had all of our project bags in
We did.
that we carried around.
So
with
whatever
us.
your catch-all,
Yes.
Yeah, show us what do you carry around?
yeah.
So we called them our project bag baskets.
Yes.
Because we had multiple projects in our basket. So
Like 10.
what do you have, like, all of your projects in, and what else is in it?
Yes.
Yeah. Because mine all of ours obviously have more than
Yes.
just our knitting. So now,
Yeah.
this is our next giveaway.
Yes.
Look, it kind of matches you.
It does.
So we are at that point
Of the month.
in giving out the next thing. So
The next
this
prize.
is that For Tea's Sake mug and tea, which this time I chose the Vitality,
Which is green matte, lemongrass, spearmint, ginkgo, ginseng, nettle pieces, calendula, cornflowers, sunflower petals, and rosemary.
Mm-hmm.
that all sounds really fun.
Yes.
I like to put rosemary on stuff.
I do too. It's a nice earthy flavor.
So pretty little combo.
Yes, and they match. The colors match,
Yep.
which is really fun.
Yeah, we like that. So that is what our next giveaway is. What are we going to ask for participation?
Yeah.
The basket.
Yeah.
Thing.
Put either.
perfect. Yes.
You can tag on Instagram
Yep.
the
You can
shop.
send us pictures.
Yes.
You can send pictures.
So you can send pictures to our email address, which is ArkansasYarnCo@gmail.com, which Lucas will put in the bottom of the screen here. And then if you don't want to send us pictures through the email, you can always message us through Instagram or Facebook.
Pop a
And
picture over to us.
Yes.
We're excited to see.
we would love to see. And if you don't feel comfortable sending us a picture, just like comment below the video, like the things that you have.
Yes.
Or if you don't put all of your projects in a certain bag or basket, where do you keep your projects?
Yeah.
Like, where do you like pile all of your whips?
Yeah.
I know I've got a bunch of like stuff hanging off my door, but the things that I keep with me are right there.
The stuff you're like constantly working on,
Mhm.
Yes.
currently working on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to know.
Oh.
It's interesting to us because when we share things like this, it gives us good ideas. It gives us good ideas. That's the beauty of a group. When you're a stitching group, when you're knitting or crocheting together, you learn things from being with each other. That's what we're trying to. Do. Is
So, and also, like, they had fingernail files, and I'm sitting here thinking,
do you
why
need
don't
one?
I have?
I have a bunch.
Why don't I have a fingernail file in mine? There's.
I know. I'm thinking the same thing. Why don't you have a fingernail file?
That's right.
But that we learn from each other, and we love you sharing things with us. It makes our day.
also think it's good to keep lotion in.
Yes.
Which I didn't have that in there either.
It didn't.
You usually do though.
I do.
I
Yeah.
think you've been
Well,
leaving it here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you're just always here.
How do y'all like that pom pom in Anna's hair?
Oh yeah.
So I just got finished making these giant sparkle palms. So they'll be in the store soon. She always looks so cute with stuff like that in her hair.
I
Love it.
wanted to. Well, anyway, it's there. It's in my hair.
Yes, it's a fascinator. Yeah. Anyway.
Anywho.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. Thank you for stopping by and visiting with us and listening to us, being a part of our knitting group. We really appreciate it. Our crochet group, our stitching group. We're by Stitchual, so we don't want to leave anyone out. Everyone's welcome. But thank you for spending some time with us. We really appreciate it. It's humbling. It's
Yes.
humbling. We are so appreciative.
We really enjoy you hanging out with us today. If you can, go ahead and give us a thumbs up on the video.
Like,
if you don't,
subscribe.
If you don't already subscribe to us, please do. If you do,
What are you waiting for?
share us. Share us with your friends because we want to make
Yes.
friends with them as well.
Also, I think that when we get like 500 subscribers, we should do a really great big prize.
I think we should. That would
We
be
should
fun.
also do confetti that somebody else would clean up.
It would be Anna cleaning that up. But yes, if we have when we get to 500, I think we're gonna do a drawing for that, and it'll be big. During our yarn crawl, our prize packages, we gave something away every single day. We still need to get those sent out, but we've had a lot going on. And then our entire prize packages from the week valued over $900. So we will put something nice together for y'all with some yarn, maybe some needles, a bag.
I think we should give away like a sweater's quantity of yarn. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Something
I
that
think-
you dye
Yeah.
for somebody. We'll do a custom dye.
Okay. I guess what she says.
I mean, who wouldn't want 4 skeins of a
Right.
dye for like a sweater?
Yeah.
I think that would be
So-
fun.
Yes. So make sure you comment, you like, and you share, and you help us get our subscribership up, and that way you'll
You'll
the quicker that happens, the quicker a prize gets given away.
Yes.
So join us. We love it. Thank y'all
Yes,
so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we will see y'all next time. Thank you for joining us. Bye, y'all.
Bye.